Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik out of China, Face City. This is a game War in the Pacific, Admiral's Edition. Play by email match against Jochen. Jochen is the allied player, for me the Empire of Japan. Scenario 1 still and one day turn setup. Last turn, the 4th of March, was very inactive and light. My submarines simply only failed to really make it interesting. My carriers was able to strike. I avoided the convoys and purse to delay my activity. And now we will see. What happens? I clean here some mines in Port Blair. My first minesweeper was, I think, killed by a enemy task force. So now I engage this convoy coming out of Perth, and you can see it is unescorted. These are enemy tankers and cargo ships. So much I would really see this. I think it's a little nonsense, or a little. We can watch it a short time, but it's cargo ships. So for sure I will win this. It's only maybe a question how fast I can win it with how much ammunition I have. But we can see here it's only AKs, one tanker left, and one AM. The AM is, I think, the only anti-submarine escort. So anti-submarine escort is of course not for surface engagement. So next time if we have a real battle I will watch it, but this will consume maybe a little time. And the pity thing is, these are empty ships. I mean, they are coming out of Perth, one return to Cape Town. I can get my points. If this will have any impact on the logistic, the loss of ships, maybe not. But it will force Jochen maybe to close the supply lines to Perth for 1 or 2 weeks, that he can. And maybe in the future he must run these escorts with battleships in escort. So similar like what happened, I think, in Atlantic in 1941 or 40-41. That the British Americans was forced to always keep battleships, even if it's old battleships, but they must have battleships with task forces simply because the German cruisers and pocket battleships was still in the Atlantic operation. And that was also the fear with the Bismarck. So if you have the Gneisenau and Scharnhorst with 11-inch, is not capable to really go on with a battleship. But maybe Bismarck Tirpitz was able to do this. Yeah, but at the end it's failed. But here I am successful, and we think everything, only one cargo ship can run away with heavy fires and heavy damage, so it will burn out. That is for sure. So nice training for me. Mark 14 attack. Luckily it's a Mark 14 attack. No night bombing today. And this is maybe, it's now hard to say, it's Pago, or is it AK, or maybe both. It's Allied ships sinking. So I was hoping maybe to catch one of the convoys a second time, but it looks like Jochen have here already destroyers on duty. So there's really nothing more for me to win here. It's better time to part. Even local minesweepers. I never know that the Allies also have local minesweepers. I thought this is a Japanese only stuff. But no, you're right, I remember. I think in the Jochen and the Dojo game I sunk many of these AMCs at the beginning of the war. But maybe Jochen keeps them always far in the rear. Not that I have any mines so far away. It would be crazy. The Japanese mine production is so small, I can barely mine my own ports. So Jochen not even have he have destroyers on duty and airplanes now in New Zealand, so it's really too dangerous to stay here to Wellington Port and Auckland Port. Yeah, I was thinking that maybe Jochen have over this Chinese units because he's running back to his main line or giving up this base, that he maybe have cap fighters over his units and I use my Torches. My Torches have really nothing to do up to now. There's still really no air war. Jochen come always with nothing, or he have no cap, or he have 100 cap. And with 100 I don't want fight. All or nothing for him. Most of the time he has nothing. Yeah. It looks like that my carrier find nothing in the source. So source of Pago is very empty. Yeah. Dutch submarine close to Balikpapan, of course. B-26. I was not able to kill more of them. They are really dangerous. So sweeping, the P-38s are back in numbers, in high altitude. Okay, but I would never. I mean, he can try this, but I'm not sure if I would ever really fight in this high altitude. With my Zeros and Oscars are really low level attack fighters, or 10, 15, maximum 20,000 feet. Everything above this is make no sense. And now airstrike. But this time I have no airplanes here, so it's really a purely attack on my base. But I have really nothing to stop this, and I really don't want to stop it, so I maybe think about to give up this base. It's a nice forward base, and it would help if I have a campaign in Burma running. But for purely defense operation, it is too far away from Bangkok. More allied ships are sinking, more enemy destroyers trying to hunt down my submarines. More ships sinking. So now I arrive at Norfolk. Simply only take the base and have a emergency location if my destroyer is starting to lose the battle against the flotation. So, taking the bases, Jochen left. No battle, only simply take it. So again, a very light turn. There was normally no... yeah, the biggest event was that my cruiser task force was able to sink this convoy in west of Perth. Unluckily, there was two tankers. The tankers are okay, the AKs doesn't matter. And they are all empty, normally, I would think. So, any losses in the air today? This time Jochen lost 2 airplanes. Last time it was 2 for me, now Jochen lost. A Catalina and a Scout Hurricane. So, the Catalinas are always important to get rid of them. This is a new style, so you can see Jochen had lost only 2 airframes of this type. The 5A, and this is, I think, a Scout Hurricane. We can maybe check shortly. I really don't know. Allied PY 5A is US Navy patrol torpedoes. And will be this is a standard Catalina, all the time under production. Okay, and later also get radar, but not now. Okay, ship sunk was okay. 2 tankers, nothing big, nothing fast, but long range and okay. 7,000 tons, and yeah, both together, both are 7,000 tons. Standard tanker, I would say, and standard cargo ships. The better cargo ships, they are not fast, but they are big and super long range. 17,000, that is really long range. I only don't know exactly, maybe because they are British. But if you have this kind of long-range ships, I would say it's better to operate them from West Coast, California, and then going at the East Coast of Australia, because this is a long range. I think from Cape Town to Perth, it's not really necessary to have this kind of long-range ships. But, I mean, I'm not an allied player, so maybe simply Jochen have so many long-range cargo ships that it doesn't matter. And the AM. This is only anti-submarine, I mean 1-point anti-submarine. But at least have one Anti-submarine is already a lot, because then the submarine cannot attack normally on the surface. Good. Any activity in China? No, we had no battle. I'm moving only. In the center is also only moving. I took the base. Luckily, I was able to nearly completely get all of the equipment without damage. So 118 out of 120. That is fine. Yeah. Well, maybe a little more than a 0.5%, 1% or 1.5% lost. So nothing else here. Burma was Jochen bombed my airbase again. I think the second time. This time only without my planes on the ground and getting destroyed. So I just repaired and then he bombed it again. I think it really makes no sense. So I will maybe take this away and fall back to Bangkok and operate all aircraft out of Bangkok. Then the benefit is for me, he can send his bombers to Bangkok, yes, but not with fighter cover. Or only if he uses P-38s. And P-38s are high altitude, so they are not really for a bomber escort. Maybe if you make high altitude and high altitude escort fighter, that is maybe working. But Jochen never tries it, but then I don't know if he hit it. If you fly over 20,000 feet with your B-17s, I really don't know if you hit something. It's not that he really hit much with his B-17 so far. So here's also no change. I'm taking the bases. Unloading is, I think, nearly complete now. Still maybe a little more is coming. Yeah, 50 more maybe. No change here, no change here. My convoy was not attacked. I had here no direct air cover, but I had air cover from Tenante, so I had here some long range cap over my task force, but Jochen is now maybe too scared to really send his, what is left over from his Dutch bomber force. Here at Nomaya, I arrived in Norfolk. My destroyer also arrived here. Oh yeah, not this one. The system damage go up, the flotation damage go down, so it's really critical. I wait here 1 turn or 2 turns and see if the problem is that Norfolk Island have no port. It's a 0 port, so there is really no way to really help this ship in this base. And it looks like that this damage is maybe stable. So if I maybe go here around, stay 8 or 9 from Nomaya, so that he cannot use his dive bombers, then I can maybe try to come to Luganville. And in Luganville I can fix the system damage. But this is a 2 weeks operation. I can make 2 hexes per pulse or per turn. So my submarines are here. I think now really the time is over. I better break this. And here is only my cruiser formation. I mean, I lost nothing. There was really not. I mean, there was only. This was a slaughter, nothing more. I consumed most of my torpedoes, so maybe it's time to turn around. I don't think that Jochen will send out more ships from Perth. My other ship is still on the way to the west side. I found nothing, so maybe there was no second task force. I will go to the edge of the turn and edge of the map and stay there 2-3 turns. If I stay much longer, then Jochen will maybe send some cruisers out of Cape Town, or even if you have battleships there. I know that the British get some battleships, so I don't know where they are. If they are now in Cape Town or in Colombo. And of course I know that here are 3 enemy fleet carriers, but from Colombo going south need at least 5 turns, so I can maybe stay here 2-3 turns before I must break. If I stay too long, then maybe Jochen makes something crazy and send all of his carriers with full speed south, and I don't want to risk something for this. Good. Anything else? Any other battle? Not really. No. Thank you all. Take care. Bye bye.